All right, guys, Dave here again, and welcome to day one where we're going to cover and start to break down what you have to offer your market here. And so, first step is to click on the 7-day coach launch there and make sure you come down and you copy the worksheet, which is the Google Doc. So, click that button here, come up and make a copy. And this is going to be the document that we're working through for the next 7 days. Now you can see at the bottom that we have different tabs here that we're going to be working through. Don't jump ahead on there. If feel free to take a look through there. And if you wanted to move forward a little bit, that's actually okay with me here. But make sure that what I don't want you to do is to skimp on any of these sections here. So I think each of these is really a great single topic for the day, and I think rather than kind of burning through this, I'd rather you sit in the pocket here and really fill this out here well. So what we're going to start off here with on day one is to start with your passion and skills, and also start to think about your audience's biggest pains here. And so kind of working through here, this will be your copy. You can just type your responses here. I've gone through this whole thing myself, and I have basically written out an example program. This is not actually a coaching program that we have, but I wrote an example of what I would do for a coaching program if I was helping people start and grow their digital marketing consulting businesses here. I do run a training program on that, but it's not like an 8-week coaching program like we're working on here now. So I kind of use this as an example, so feel free to kind of use this to look off of. Obviously, you guys will have all sorts of different ideas, different programs, different audiences here. You can watch mine as an example here, but just kind of quickly going through this, I'll just kind of talk you through a couple of my thoughts for you guys moving forward. So, first off, starting with what skill or accomplishment do you have in your life or business that you're most proud of, and what are you truly passionate about? What skill, talent, or knowledge do you have that people often look to you for help on, and what skill can you teach others that would make them money? It doesn't have to be money, but money is a very nice sell. And then ultimately, you're going to be answering this question down here at the very end: what skill or knowledge will you teach for your coaching program? So I really believe that most people can probably only teach, one or two different topics really, really well. And so when you think about a coaching program, you really want to think like, what's the one biggest thing that I'm good at, passionate about, and that people really need help in here? So you probably don't have 5 things. I don't have 5 different topics in my head that I would be a great fit to coach people on. I really just have 1, 2, maybe 3, but it should start to come to life and start to stand out for you as you move through this. So just kind of write this out, and if you feel stuck or you feel like, I'm not sure if that's the right answer, just keep moving through it, because you're going to get a whole lot of clarity throughout these 7 days, and you can even go back and you might learn something in day 3 about your audience that makes you go back and adjust something in day 1. So don't get stuck here at all, and ultimately you want to come down to the point where you kind of have, hey, again, this could be an idea. Maybe you're not totally confident in that, but hey, I will teach others how to sign digital marketing clients to $1,500 a month retainers and help them scale that to 10 clients. That's kind of my example of, hey, here's what I really want to teach people how to do. And again, that may change as I go throughout the program here. I might need to come back and tweak that or edit that, or I might go a different direction here. But go through this and get down what you have in your head here right now, and take a stab at it. Second step for today is finding your audience's biggest pain. And so, think about your target audience here, and then you always want to start off with the pain that they have. I think too many people, they start by thinking, hey, what would make a great program? What do I really want to teach? They kind of start there, and they start mapping out what this program would be. And I think it's a really poor way to make a program. It's kind of backwards, to be honest with you. And so what you want to do here is you want to start, and you want to start to understand your audience's biggest pain here. And again, we've kind of got the audience built out a little bit here. Again, we just wanted to start, with kind of our passion here, but then we're going to switch all the way to focus on our audience. And the more you're focused on them, the less you're focused on yourself, the better this is going to go here for you. So what are the biggest problems you need help overcome? You can kind of just list out all the problems you can think of. I probably could have done 30 more problems here. So I would actually do a lot more than I wrote out here. As examples here, think through, hey, are these big problems? They would be willing to spend thousands of dollars getting that problem solved. And so, right now for me, like, one problem is that, I'm not, getting out of bed as fast as I would like to in the morning personally. But it's not a big enough problem that I'm willing to spend several $1,000s solving here right now. And so after you write out all the problems, all the pains, think, is this like a really big pain, or is this just kind of a medium pain? You want to have the most painful pain that you can. Think through what stops them from solving that pain on their own is a great question to think through, and then what's it costing them to continue having this problem here. Really think through that really well. And then kind of a tip for you guys, a little extra strategy that you can use if you're kind of stuck here, you're wanting to dig a little deeper on their biggest pain. I always recommend speaking with the market to figure that out. You want to hear from them about what their biggest pain is. You want to hear the language that they use to describe that biggest pain is really, really helpful. And you don't just want to create this whole thing in a vacuum if possible at all. And so a little strategy that I use, you guys can use here too, is I go over to Facebook and then I hop into a Facebook group that has my target audience in it here. And so I tried to add myself to a group here earlier. So I was going to do wholesaling. I don't know if I got approved yet. So I was going to do wholesaling here. And so what I would do is I'd go to a group, Wholesaling Inc., where I can start to engage with the audience. Basically, the group that has my ideal client here, at least who I think my ideal client is. And then what I would do, okay, I'm going to go back to a different one here that I know I'm in. Let's say the coaching jungle here. Say I'm reaching out to coaches. They're who I want to help. Now, there's two strategies I can do in here to start to interact with them. One would be I'm going to go through here and I'm going to click on the members, and I'm going to start adding all the members in here that I'm not friends with. And I'm going to start to kind of, in theory, add them to an email list because I want to engage with these people. And so one easy way to do that is just to go through, I'm friends with a lot of people on here. Start to go through here and add people as friends. Now say I want to add Darren. So I'll just go through and I'd add Darren as a friend and add any of these people as friends. Cool. And then what you can do is come back here to your Facebook on the side here, go down to friends and click more. We're going to add these people to a list. We're going to create a list because we want to post on our Facebook wall almost like it's our email list. You want to use that, but you don't want to go annoy your mom, your girlfriend, your friends, whoever. You don't want to be talking about business all the time, and so we want to just market straight to them. So for a list name here, you can type in, say, coaches here, for example. I was going to do wholesalers, but didn't get added. And then what you could do is once people start accepting your friend request, you'll be able to come up here and you'll be able to see who has accepted here. But actually what we're going to do is we're going to come down to, we're going to go back to friends. And we're going to go to friends. And then we're going to sort by recently added. And you'll be able to see all these people here. Let's say that all these people were kind of people that were coming in here that were different coaches that I'd added from that group. So what I could do is just start going through here, add to another list, and scroll down and go to, where's coaches? Maybe we'll need to add a new list here. Coaches. Huh, I don't know why it's not showing up here. Okay, well, it should show up here. You get the gist. We'll go back to wholesaler since that's what I added this morning, but again, I'm not in the group yet. So I would just add all these people to the wholesalers list. This is you can start to use this for when we reach out here in day 6 and 7. We'll use this as well here. But do that, and then you can go back to your Facebook wall, and you could say, hey, what's on your mind? You could say, hey, coaches, quick question for you. What is the Boom, just a simple message like that. Hey coaches, quick question for you. What is the biggest challenge you guys are facing in growing your coaching business? I'd love to hear from you, even if it's only a sentence. And then what we're going to do, since my mom doesn't want to see that, is we're going to go down here and I'm going to do custom. Instead of it being with everybody, I'm going to share it with wholesalers. And again, remember, I'm just using the wrong name here because it wasn't showing up earlier. It could be for wholesalers. We'll save the changes here. Cool. And now when I post this, only the people on the wholesalers list are going to see that here. Only those people. And so, yeah, so essentially you can post that and then it's going to act like an email list. So the more people that you add on here, you can see I've got a ton of friends here. More people you add, the kind of the bigger your quote email list is, and then you can just start sending, you can start posting things and they'll post back. I mean, when I post messages like this, sometimes I'll get even up to like 30 responses back of things that people are struggling with. Those people are, one, they're your ideal market. They might become your customers, but two, they're going to tell you, hey, what are they struggling with? Maybe you think that they're struggling with something, but you post this type of thing and nobody responds back with that certain prompt that you had, or maybe they don't say the pain that you thought that they would have. It's a really good way to find out what language they're using. So that is one way to do it, and the second way would be to just actually do it in the group. Just go in here and I can post this same thing. Hey coaches, quick question for you. You know, I might change a little bit if it's in the group. I love I just kind of encourage everybody a little bit. And say, what's the biggest challenge you guys are facing in growing your coaching business? And yeah, you could leave that first part. Boom, post that and you'll get people that respond back in there. So you guys can go out there and do this in your various Facebook groups here now. And again, I'm just using coaching as an example here. I'm not saying everybody should even go out there and be doing that type of thing. Do whatever it is that you're thinking that your coaching program is going to be about, and then use that pain and come back in here and fill it out. So with that, I'll let you guys get to it. Really work through this, sit this, do not rush through this day one here, because this is going to help set you up for success for the rest of the week. All right, with that, I'll see you guys in the Facebook group.